And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, I'm going to give my predictions for the Euro 2020 tournament. So we found this game, the gaming from the UEFA website on the UEFA predictor, I guess, for the tournament predictor. So we're going to give my predictions. As a casual American football fan, I know this is might not be uh, such a valid viewpoint in many parts of the world, but I do follow football. I have since I was a kid. My kids play it. I play it. I also coach, so I do have a familiarity with this. We do watch a lot of football here. We'll watch probably most of these matches, to be honest. Every match, likely. But in any case, thought I'd decide to give my thoughts on this tournament as an American. And also as an American, I'm a little tired today, to be honest. It's Monday after the United States defeated Mexico 3-2 in a CONCACAF Nations League final last night, up late. That match had everything, so I'm going to put that in the description below. If you're a football fan, I mean, everything was involved in that. Should have been some Reds. Actually, in fact, the Tata, the coach of Mexico, was sent off with the red, trying to interfere with VAR. Bottles were being thrown on the field. Bottles hit Mexican fans throwing bottles, even hit their own player. So this match had everything in it. Pulisic with the game winner in the 116th minute. But yeah, it is the rivalry of this part of the hemisphere. That is this part of the world. That is for sure. So, in any case, we'll get into this, and we're going to start with Group A. We got Switzerland, Turkey, Wales, and Italy. In this one, Switzerland, Turkey, and Italy. I'm probably going to go with Italy to win the group on this one. And then in second, probably Turkey. Turkey, these two could, in my opinion, could go either way. And Switzerland, can't forget them. Granit Xhaka, Turkey, and Italy. I mean, all these three could fall there. I just don't think Wales has enough at this point to compete in this group. Now, I could be totally wrong on that. And the results could change in this. This is one group that I look at that anybody could possibly finish at top of the group, but I do think that this is probably the order at which it will fall. Although I'm leaning Turkey. I'm thinking Turkey could be the surprise. At least my thing. The surprise of this tournament is Turkey. Okay, so next group we got Russia, Belgium, Denmark, and Finland. Right out of the gate, I like Denmark. I like Schmeichel. I like their team. They've got a great team, got some great players. They've been playing really well of late. I think they tied Germany 1-1, albeit a friendly, but ramping up to this tournament. Denmark's good. Finland, lucky to be here, I think. I love Finland. I love the Finns. But when you have players from, no offense, come from the United States Major League Soccer on your squad, not a knock against Major League Soccer, but when I see that, I'm not thinking they're going to be in the top of this tournament. So with that said, I'm probably going to go with, to win this group, probably the favorite. One of the favorites of the tournament is Belgium with their depth. I like Tielemans in the midfield, and they have a strong back line that's been around and playing together for some time. So I like the fact that this team's been playing together for a while. In second, I think Denmark will fall right behind Russia in third, and rounding out the group will be Finland in fourth. Although, don't be surprised that one of these two, Russia or Finland, surprise. I think there could be a surprise. I don't see Finland winning 3 games, but I do see them winning possibly a game maybe against Russia, or maybe drawing against one of these two countries. I wouldn't be surprised at that. On to Group C. I think I'm going to have to go in this one with Austria. I think Austria is just playing. I think they got another one like Denmark and Belgium, where they got a solid core group of players. I think that they will play really strong throughout this tournament. I think I'll put the Netherlands in second. North Macedonia, I'm going to go for third. They had a good result over Germany recently in World Cup qualifying. I think it's like one of the first times Germany's lost since maybe 20 some years, 30 years, I'm not sure. But North Macedonia's won where I believe football goes on the strength of the team and being the total sum. And I think that's one where North Macedonia can rise up and play really well. Can they do it over 3 matches? I do think they can beat. I do think they can beat the Ukraine. I think they could draw with both of these teams. So that's where I think they'll fall in third. Ukraine, I think they're struggling, not coming into this tournament in form, and I don't think that I'd be very surprised if they win a match in this one. So they have a little bit of a surprise there with North Macedonia in third. On a Group D, for me, I'll be honest, England is just the clear favorite for me in this group. I would take Croatia, but I think Croatia hasn't been in form of late. I will say, though, I've been thinking about second place between Scotland and Croatia because I think Scotland could be another one, like an Austria, like a Turkey, that could surprise this tournament, could come from nowhere. I would say nowhere, but Scotland hasn't been in major tournaments that often of late, and I think that they could be surprised. So I've been thinking about going between these two, but Croatia being in the World Cup final and having some of the experience there, they'll see second, Scotland third, and unfortunately, I love the Czech Republic, but I just don't think they have the squad to match up in that group at this point. Missing the days of Jan Koller, the big 6 foot, 6'7" center forward. Remember him scoring against the United States in the World Cup, I think 2006. So they need some more of that. I don't see it there. Okay, going on to Group B: Poland, Spain, Sweden, Slovakia. I think that Spain will take the group. Poland in second. Poland's another one. I'm not sure where they could finish up. I thought about them maybe topping this group, and I'll keep it like that. I think Sweden will finish third and Slovakia in fourth in Group E. Now, we come to the last group here, predictions, the proverbial group of death in this. Portugal, France, Germany, and Hungary. I think France typically in group play, you could see a lot of 1-1 draws. This could be one of these things where you could get a 1-1 draw, 2-2 draw between these two, between Portugal and France. I mean, heck, even Hungary could draw against Germany or Portugal. I'm not sure about France. France seems to do that sort of stuff in the group stages, and then they turn it on in the knockout rounds. So at least the last World Cup. So I might go. I'm thinking about this, and I might go with Portugal winning this group, France in second, Germany third, and Hungary in pulling up the rear there in last place. It's going to be tough. I think any one of these three, the order could be Germany, Portugal, France. It could be, although just stay tuned here in a second for my predictions in the knockout stages. All right, so predict the 4 best third-place teams. The 4 with the most points will progress to the knockout stage. Going to have to go with Germany, Scotland, Russia, and Switzerland. I think that's going to be the group there. And we need to move on to the knockout stage. Okay, so we got Belgium, Scotland. I think Scotland will go through. They've got some good quality there in the middle of the field, with McTominay and Robertson and stuff like that. So I think that Belgium's just too strong. Belgium's too strong for Scotland. Italy, Netherlands, good matchup. But both teams, I think Netherlands struggling more of late. I'm not a big fan of the manager at this time. I think Italy's going to advance in that game. Portugal, Russia. I think that this is where Portugal will start to turn it on. I think you'll see Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo really step it up here in the knockout stages. I think Bruno Fernandes will have a good tournament, but we'll see. Croatia versus Poland. This game could go either way. I think I'm starting to think that Poland might go through on this one. Poland with, I guess, the upset, but I like Lewandowski. I like Poland. Poland is one of those teams that will fight to the end, play hard, and and sometimes that you fight, you play as a team, you are very organized, and Lewandowski, up top. I mean, you could put one or two past Croatia. And I think that we'll see Poland. We'll see Poland through, maybe 1 or 2-0 with Lewandowski there. Spain versus Switzerland. I think another good matchup could go either way in this one. I think that in this one, I'm going to have to go with Spain on that one. England, France. Okay, so this is where England's going to get France, Portugal, or Germany. I really like England. I really do. I think they got a lot of talent. They have, just amazing amounts of talent. To me, the team seems like they've gone a little more defensive. Again, I'm not following this probably like you guys are, right? But I just see some of the selection, and I just feel like it's a little more defensive oriented. I think Southgate, to me, they've got a lot of attacking players, more than they normally have, in my opinion. I don't see them. I see them scoring a goal, maybe keeping it close. Maybe this goes to penalties. I don't know. And the thing with England with penalties, I just think France is too strong at this point. I think France is going to turn on. Unfortunately, folks, sorry, I hate to cut England out that early. I just don't see it. I would love to see them play in the semifinals at Wembley, reminiscent of 1996, getting to there, and I think they would have a shot to go through. But I don't see it this time around. Okay, Austria versus Germany, an interesting matchup. I think this could go either way. I think in this one we're going to probably see. Should I go with the upset? I might go Austria. I'm riding strong on Austria, but I think we'll see Germany struggles. I think they of late. I don't think, if you look at all the managers throughout this entire tournament, I think their manager is probably the lowest. I don't rate that manager there at all. I think his time's passed. Turkey, Denmark, another great matchup. I think this one, Turkey's going to pull out. I think Turkey will pull this out. We're going to get an interesting matchup here, Austria versus Turkey. I think Turkey's going to go through. I'm just feeling Turkey's going to be the surprise of the tournament. I don't think a surprise to probably Turkish fans, but I think to the rest of the world, people are going to see how Turkey's going to be able to compete. Turkey's going to go far, and you're going to see Turkey in the semifinals, in my opinion, going up against France. So France and Turkey in the semifinals. And on the other side here, I think Portugal's Bruno Fernandes is going to carry this team here and play against Belgium. So we got Belgium versus Portugal and France versus Turkey in the semifinals at Wembley. So what do I think here? I think France is going to win there. I don't think that's probably even a question at this point. Could we see Turkey? Possibly. I just feel France is too strong, too deep, got the right players. They've won the World Cup. They know how to win. They know how to do it in these knockout stages and see a way through. And they're to me, way too strong. They're just way too strong. In fact, I would go back and look at the France versus England matchup. I think that matchup here, whoever wins this match, in my opinion, will go to the final. I think this is it. This is here, England, France. Whoever wins this match, and heck, it's due to the placement in the group stages with me. But that matchup there, if this plays out the way that I see it, that the winner of that game will go to the final. I'm almost convinced of it. The only problem I see with England is, to me, they just have a more defensive mind, where France kind of lets their players play. You've got Mbappe up top. You've got a lot of great flair, a lot of great support in the offense that allows them to play free and make run at the defense and stuff like that. So let's come to this one: Belgium versus Portugal. I really like Belgium. I also really like Portugal. Does Portugal see their way through? I don't think so. I think Belgium's going to go through to the final, and you're going to have a Belgium versus France final, which will be very interesting. It will probably produce what I would say a 3-2 result, be a high scoring affair between the two. But I do think France is going to win it all. I think France is going to take it. They're going to run with it. They're just too good, too deep, got too much talent, good management there. And Belgium, I think, I don't like saying this, but I could see them going, not to say anything's wrong with football in the Netherlands, but Netherlands is a country that I think should be producing uh, um, year after year top talent at the highest level. I think they should be competing for cups, World Cups, with the talent that they produce. And I just think that they've gone through a period of a lack of attacking flair. With Robin gone, there's just no one that Memphis Depay is there, yes, but he's just not a top player in the world that you typically see in a position like that from the Netherlands. And I think where I'm going with this is I think Belgium over the next 5 years, 6, 7 years will find themselves in a similar situation as the Netherlands. I just think that the talent is there now to take it. Talent is there. The teams have been playing together for top teams like this have been playing together for several years. I just think that their window is beginning to close. I don't think they fall. I think they believe they fall short. I believe they fall short here against France. France just get too strong. That's my prediction. I'll probably be breaking down some of these matches in a GeoGuessr format over this tournament. I really enjoy this. I'll give some match predictions, talk a little bit about some of the players, and yeah, that's it. That's my prediction. France 3-2 over Belgium in the final, and France continuing on their dominance in world football. So as always, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.